Can a perfume or fragrance change your life? I'm going to answer that question next. Can a perfume change your life? The answer to this question simply is yes. And the reasons why I'm going to lay out for you here, and I'm sure you guys all have your own reasons. But think about this, right? Perfume is a hobby for us. It's something that we love. It could be watch collecting, it could be baseball card collecting, it could be clothes, it could be cars. People have all sorts of hobbies, right? Those of you watching this video, I'm sure maybe some of you have other hobbies, but you've all chosen fragrance and perfume, or it's chosen you. And that's how I like to think about this. This is not a hobby per se. I don't think of this as a hobby. It is more of a lifestyle. Fragrance chose me. Perfumes chose me. It was not something that was purposeful. It's not something that one day I said, you know what? I'm just going to go start collecting fragrances. Again, think about other things that you collect. Again, watches. You see watches, you're mesmerized by them, maybe, or cars, or whatever it may be, and you collect them. Records, vinyl records. People have all different things. This is something that's not on its own. You don't look and say, oh, look at that perfume. First of all, when you see it, you can't even smell it. So when you see it from a distance, you have no idea what it's about. Could be good, could be bad. You see a bottle, you see an advertisement. It's something that invades your body, unlike anything else. All those other hobbies are visual, okay? Maybe you have music is something that comes in, obviously your brain processes through your ears, but perfume is something that grabs a hold of us. It goes on your skin, it permeates your skin, it mixes with your oils of your skin, it becomes one with you, okay? That's why perfume can absolutely change your life. It's done it for me. This hobby of mine started when I was in my teens, and it progressed almost like an addiction, but I don't think of it like an addiction because I don't go overboard as far as spending, and I don't spend what I don't have on things. But it is similar if you think about it. One of the first fragrances or perfumes that changed my life, it's actually a perfume, was Osme. And this is from Cacharel. This was released, I think, late 70s, early 80s. It became extremely popular in the mid 80s. And one of the girls that I first had my biggest crush on in my teens, that I absolutely fell in love with, wore this. To this day, I smell this, and the reason why I have a bottle still is because it brings back those fond memories of when I was a teenager. This changed my life. It showed me the femininity of women. It showed me the beauty. It showed me the attraction on a level that was more than just physical. There was a sensory attraction that I had to her that to this day has informed all my relationships. I've mentioned this before. I have broken up with women or gone out on one date and not gone out on a second date because of the lack of sensory, the lack of smelling, the lack of, of not having that smell attraction to the woman. It's happened where I've been physically attracted, but there just wasn't that connection on the smelling level, on the olfactory level, which is absolutely so critical to me. So this is one of those fragrances that changed my life. It made me realize, although I wasn't aware of it for many years. I remember going through college, going on dates, had a lot to talk about, had a lot in common, was very physically attracted, but didn't like the smell. It's just happened to me over and over again over the years. And there's been a few, and those are the ones that I've had the longest and best relationship with, where the smell was there. It is something that you're not even thinking about. It's subconscious, but it permeates your brain. Again, it chooses you. So this was one. I'll give you another prime example, which set me on my current journey, really, and that is, I've talked about this many times in the past, Zizon from Ormond Jane. Although it wasn't my first niche fragrance, technically that would have been Le Labo. Which one? I think it was, do I have it up there still? No. It might have been Santal 33, I forget. But Aiden Bob was the first one I ever bought, but this was the one that changed everything for me. About a year after I had my first niche fragrance, I got Zizon at Osme Perfumery. Maurice, as he does, he's so excellent. If you ever go to the store in person, he leads you through the journey. He starts asking you questions and he curates your fragrance based on the answers you give. I was a newbie. I only had designer fragrances before that, really. And he started asking me, okay, well, what are some of the smells you like? I started talking to him. I gave him examples of fragrances I wore. And then he kind of picked out Vetiver for me. And then he said, you got to try this one. It was after trying 4 or 5 other fragrances. So he led me down this kind of road. And all of a sudden, I tried Zizon and instant love. This was one of those fragrances, I've talked about this before also, where some are love at first sight, and some are friendship at first sight, and then they developed into a passionate love. This was love at first sight, still one of my favorite fragrances of all time. And this is what really propelled me down this niche fragrance journey that has changed my life. Think about it. How's it changed my life? A few years after becoming a niche perfume aficionado collector, I started my own YouTube channel, JoelTheNose, which was now over 3 years ago that I started this channel. That has led to innumerable opportunities for me to talk to people like you from all around the world, to meet people when I'm at Osme in different places. I've been recognized in the strangest places, and it's so much fun to talk about. It's changed my life. I've taken trips to Scent Explore. I've gone to other conferences. I've had people ask me questions. It's led to unbelievable stuff, not least of all, which is developing my own personal fragrance, which I have a bottle again right here, which is going to be released very soon. I promise in the next few weeks, I will be finalizing everything. But imagine that. Starting with one perfume bottle and one niche perfume led me to want to design and create and learn how to become a perfumer and create my own indie perfumes. I mean, it's just amazing. So perfume has changed my life profoundly. This was just a quick summary. There's so many more examples of things of how perfume has absolutely changed my life. It's led to lifelong friendships. Again, Maurice and Bavica, the owners of Osme, Irene from Therapia by Roma, are like family to me now. This is all because of fragrance. And so many of you that I've met have become very good friends of mine, all because of perfume and fragrance. It's amazing. So to answer my question, after all those examples I gave you, yes, perfume and fragrance can absolutely change your life, even just one. So dig in, love it, indulge in it. I know you guys already do, but don't be hesitant. Just like love, go in, head first, heart first, and love it. I'll be back soon with another video. Peace, love, and perfume.